What's good? My name's Nothing Personal. Today I'm going to unbox and set up the Yamaha HS8S powered subwoofer. Let's get into it. Alright, I gotta do this differently. Manual and styrofoam. Sick. Okay, first in this lovely box is just the power cord. Let's take a look at this subwoofer out of the box. It's got some nice recyclable protective wrapping on it. Just a really nice. I don't recommend sticking anything in that hole. And here is the bottom, which appears to be the actual woofer. In terms of being directional, that actually goes down, which is pretty interesting. Most subwoofers that I've seen, the woofer is on the front, and then this actual hole is elsewhere. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're here at my setup. We're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy hooked up. All right, here we are. So I got the subwoofer spun around just so I can show you guys what I'm plugging into. I got my right HS8 monitor over here and my left HS8 monitor over here, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna get the right monitor hooked up, and you're gonna do the same thing for the left. So I got XLR cable. The monitors are only XLR out on here. So be sure, at the very least, you've got an XLR to TRS or XLR to XLR. So you're gonna go in right, okay? And grab the end of this, and you're gonna go over to your right monitor. Right here on the input, obviously you've got the TRS or the XLR, so this could be either one of those. I went ahead, made it easy on myself. I'm just doing XLR to XLR. In she goes. Do the same exact thing for the left monitor. This one's pretty obvious. Plug the power cord in. Okay, now for the input, you've got either XLR or the TRS option, right? This would be the left output from my audio interface. So that's gonna go in here. And then this is the right output from my audio interface, and that's gonna go in here. And I've got a Steinberg UR22C audio interface. The TRS cables are right there, coming out the back. So these are the knobs that you've got on the back of the subwoofer. Obviously there's the power switch, but up here you've got options for a low cut, a high cut, as well as a phase switch and your level knob. So once you get it all hooked up and powered on, you're gonna wanna have the level at 0, start at 0, play a song, play a sub note out of your DAW, whatever it is, and just go ahead and slowly turn this level knob up until it reaches a comfortable volume. I'm assuming manufacturer recommendation is that you leave it in the middle here, but based on your room, you're gonna wanna adjust that to your taste. Now the phase switch here, if the sub just sounds strange in your room, maybe it's just weird and boomy or whatever, it's worth flicking this to reverse the phase of the subwoofer and just see what it sounds like. Even if you think it sounds normal, it's worth a shot. If it sounds better with that switched, then awesome. Finally, you've got a low cut. So the low cut, as you can see underneath, you can do the low cut at 80, 100, or 120. And then finally, you have a high cut built in. It's always on. So you can either high cut at 100, you can high cut at 80, 100, or 120. The sub frequencies pretty much end at 80, and then 80 to 120. Those are still sub frequencies, obviously, but they're not true sub frequencies. They're more in the lower frequency range. So I personally think I'm gonna leave the high cut at 100. I'm sure some stuff over 100 will, creep out just a little bit, but I may experiment with moving it to 120 and seeing what that sounds like. But for now, I'm going to leave it at 100. All right, I got everything installed how I want it. Subwoofer is positioned underneath the desk facing outwards. Got the monitors. All is good. I hope this video was helpful to anyone that wants to invest in the Yamaha HS8S powered subwoofer. I had a great time unboxing and hooking it up. Yeah, if you got any questions, leave them in the comments. Subscribe. I make music and random videos like this. Have a good day.